it really doesn't mean that much. I mean, you know, you got nice cars, right? You eat nice food, right? You do anything you want. You fly first class. You fly private jets, okay? But none of that really matters unless you're really tapped in with God, right? Give me your hands up if you guys believe in God and you guys know that God is in your life every day. Round of applause for God. And you know, for a long time, I was just chasing money. Ralph knows this. I was just chasing money, man. And that wasn't fulfilling me. That wasn't really getting me where I really wanted to go. And this is the man that really helped me connect the dots. He really helped me realize that if I don't tap in with God first, then the money won't really matter. So Ralph, I want to ask you about that. How important has God been in your life, changing you from who you used to be to who you are today, and helping you prioritize what's really real in your life?
It's honestly, it's the most important thing. And the reason why, for me, it's been the most important thing is because when I got started in my journey, I was 20 years old, and I was watching my mother work 2 jobs, and my middle single brother at home, and I had to make peanut butter sandwiches for my brother, and I had to go work, and my mom had to go work. And I remember that I was just sick of watching my mom struggle. I was sick of watching my mental single brother at home for 16 hours a day. I was sick of it. I was emotionally drained, and I was like, how do I better my life? I'm making $13 an hour. And I just kept seeking and seeking. And then I heard about this thing called real estate, wholesale, flipping houses with no cash, no credit. And you would think that you tell your friends, your family, Mom, guess what? I found this amazing thing. My dad wasn't around at the time. Mom, I found this amazing thing. And Mom, I think it's something that I can really make a lot of money. I think I can even be a millionaire one day. And telling my mom that, and one day I promise you, Mom, I'm going to retire here. And telling my mom that, you would think people support you. My mother looked at me like I was crazy. She said, real estate wholesale, flipping contracts. She said, Raphael, you will never do that. Look at where you come from. Look at your background. Real estate is not for you. Go back to college and go get a job. And I looked at her with like brokenness. I remember going to my friends and telling my friends, guys, man, I'm starting this real estate wholesale thing. My friends laughing at me. Like, do you realize where you come from? How dare you think you're going to become a millionaire? A millionaire. I'm looking at my friends. My ex-girlfriend broke up with me. My heart's broken. I'm in a place where I'm in turmoil. I try to go get a job at a real estate company. I'm 20 years old. They laughed me out of the interview. They laughed me. And I remember leaving the interview, they were saying, you'll never be successful in real estate. Everyone is telling me the same thing. How hard it is to hear this from your mother, from your friends, from your ex-girlfriend. Your heart's broken. Now you're trying to get jobs. Everyone's telling you the same thing. And why is God so important to me? Because God was telling me the complete opposite. He was telling me, you're way more able than all these people think. You're able, you're willing, it's possible. You can do it. I don't believe that the limitations that you think you have are the limitations are actually going to be beneficial for you in the future. See, people didn't see what God saw in me. So when I talked to people, they didn't see that. But see, every night when I came home after hard days, cold calling, door knocking, trying to close my first deal, days of no sleep. Some days I didn't even eat. I remember fasting for like 4 days straight, no food. And I'm going home, and I knew I used to rush to the basement because my mother would always try and fight me and stop me. And we'd argue every day. This is I had to cut, he talking about cutting off his own brother. I had to cut off my own mother. I had to cut off my own mother. And I had to rush to the basement. And I remember crying myself to sleep nights after night, praying to God, like, I'm done. I don't want to do this. I'm sick. I'm tired. I just sold my shoes. I sold my computers. I sold my music. I sold everything I could to support my business. That's how much I believed in it. Not what people were saying or what God was saying about me. But when I went home that night by myself in my basement, and when I talked with God, He said, another day, keep going, another day, another day, another day, another day. And hearing that, feeling that in my heart was like, wow, like, God, are you really real? Like, is that, like, you're real? I believe you. I believe that you're telling me I'm destined for something great. Even though people don't see it, you see it. And what happened? 9 months later, I closed my first deal. I was on my last $17. I will never forget this. And I remember 9 months, I'm reading book after book because people said I'll never be successful. I had to read books to master my sales ability because I didn't graduate high school. Okay, I watched YouTube videos. I remember in the back, in my basement, in mirrors, reciting literally like entire speeches of Tony Robbins, saying one day I'm gonna be on stage like this, and I'm gonna teach people one day. And doing all that, in 9 months, $17 in my bank account, I was praying to God. I said, God, I need you now. Like, this is my last, all my last. That week, I closed my first deal, made $30,000. I showed myself, I showed my mother it was possible. I was 21 years old. The first thing I did is I took my mother and my mentor and brother on vacation. First amount of money I did. I took them on vacation. Then after that, 23 years old, I retired my mother. I made over $1 million at the age of 23. Retired my mother. 100%. The day I retired my mother, I remember she was hugging me, crying. And she was like, I didn't believe in you. And you literally did this. And I was like, I didn't even do this. Like, I feel like God did this. So, a long story short, that's how important God is for me. If that makes sense.
Guys, remember to applaud. If you guys have ever felt this way, put your hands up right now. You can clap too if you want.